What's up guys? Okay, today I'm going to share with you guys about Jo Malone, and they are my favorite perfume. I've had them since 2016, and ever since I kept buying and buying, and now I wear it on a daily basis. I wear it to work, when I meet my friends, when I go on dates, not just special occasion, but I found myself leaning towards Jo Malone more than I am with the others. Before we go on to my favorite combination, there are also packages behind my bottles, and the one in the paper bag is obviously from the physical store itself in Singapore, and the two white packages are actually from Shopee, and they are dupes. And the story behind that is I wanted to order JM from Sephora, and I didn't want to regret buying it not knowing how the scent is like, so I ordered a dupe just to have a rough idea on how the scent is going to be like before I actually purchase them through Sephora. So yeah, before we go on with the combination, I'm just going to unwrap the packages first, and then we'll get onto it. So this is actually my first time purchasing JM in Singapore. Most of the time I got it in London because they are way cheaper as compared to Singapore. Plus if you get it in the duty-free airport, I think it costs way cheaper without tax. So I got the 30 ml because it was so pricey in Singapore. In London, for 30 ml you can actually get it at £48, and that is just $82, while you know 30 ml here I think it's about 110, and for the 50 ml it's just £69, and that's about 120. So if you just top up another $10, you're gonna get 50 ml, and for the 100 ml is £98, and that is only 160. But in Singapore, the price in Sephora for 100 ml is 215, and the 30 ml costs you 110. So yep, I got the 30 ml because they were pricey. But come to think of it, paying additional $55 isn't as bad as paying a $2,000 air ticket to Europe, so why not, right? Okay, let's do this. Okay. Oh, so pretty. Okay. So I've added lime, basil and mandarin, and also blackberry bay. I've been wanting to get lime, basil and mandarin for the longest time, but I haven't had the courage to, because I wanted to wait for the circuit breaker to be lifted so that I could go to the store to smell it. And yep, I got it. This one is from the citrus family, and blackberry and bay is from the fruity family. Now let's open up the dupes. Interesting. Okay. Okay, so I got lime and basil because I really wanted to know how it smells like before I buy it from Sephora. I really wanted to know how it smells like, but I really got the original one, but we're still going to smell to see if it kind of smells the same. And the next one is the osmanthus blossom. I wanted to try this because JM in London has recently launched a spring collection, and they have the Yuja, the silk blossom, osmanthus blossom, orange blossom, and yeah, this is the silk blossom as well. So these are the dupes and the real one. Okay, let's begin. Okay, so this is how it looks like. The, what is this, 20 ml? Let me just smell it. Honestly, it smells okay. Okay, now the problem is I cannot close this. I cannot close this. Why? Why? How am I supposed to close it? Am I supposed to twist it? No. am I supposed to just... No, I am having trouble. Okay, honestly, how do you close this? Okay, I did it. Wow. Okay. Honestly, I don't fancy the osmanthus blossom. Okay, now we're going to open up the silk blossom. Let's see. I really love this one, the silk blossom. Smells nice. Well, let's try the lime and basil. Okay, let's see if it smells the same. Let's try the real one. Honestly, these two do not smell the same. You don't smell the same at all. The real one smells more refreshing, and this one, it has a soury smell, which isn't unpleasant, but it's really not my liking. So I think I will give this away. So yeah, so I got the lime basil and blackberry because I always wanted lime basil, and I know that it goes well with a lot of what I already have. And the blackberry bay is a sweet scent, and I picked it up because it went well with the lime basil and mandarin, so that's why I got this. So like I said, I got it in 30 ml because it was 110 each, and it's pricey. If I were to get this in Covent Garden, this would only cost me about $82. Covent Garden is in London, by the way. So yeah, so now I have 700 mls and 5 30 mls and 3 dupes plus a free sample. This one I got in Korea. This one's Mara and Tonka. It's in, and this is 9 ml. It was a freebie and I love it. This is from the Intense collection. Yeah, this aside, and we're just going to focus on this one. Just going to run through what I have. As mentioned earlier, I do have the Mara and Tonka in the 9 ml sample spray. I also have Peony and Blush Suede. I have 200 ml of English pear because I wanted to have one at home and one for the office, so that's why I have 2. Same goes for Wild Bluebell. I also have 2 because I paired them together. The Rose and Magnolia, this one is the limited edition last year, I think, last 2019. You can see this already. I also have the Poppy and Bali. I also have Honeysuckle and Davana. I have Wood Sage and Nectarine Blossom and Honey, and also the 2 which I just added today. So one thing I like about Jo Malone is that if you have your base, you can actually just pair it with any of their fragrance that you like to make it your own unique scent. So my base would normally be English pear or the Wood Sage and sea salt. Now for English pear, my favorite combination is usually with the Wild Bluebell. You can also pair it with Peony and Blush. You can pair it with Nectarine and also the Wood Sage. So this is my favorite combination, but my favorite is definitely the Wild Bluebell and the Wood Sage. So if you want to have English pear as your base, you can pair it with Wild Bluebell or Wood Sage and sea salt. They are one of the nicest combinations that I've ever smelled. So next up is the Wild Bluebell. I would also sometimes pair it with English pear. I know I've mentioned these 2 pair, but if you layer English pear first and then you spray Wild Bluebell, it's not going to give you the same smell as if you have Wild Bluebell as your base and you layer it with the English pear. It's not going to smell the same. So this is my favorite. Also Nectarine and Honey. So if you want wild bluebell as your base, you can go for this combination: English pear and freesia, or nectarine and honey. For poppy and barley, I like to pair it with honeysuckle and avena. Most of the time I would also use honeysuckle and avena on its own because it has this unique scent, or I would pair it with Mara and tonka. So I'm still trying to find the right pair for honeysuckle and avena because the smell of the honeysuckle is overpowering, and I think if you pair it with any of the intense cologne, it would go really well together. So I think my next purchase is going to be the intense collection. I don't know, we'll just have to see. So next up is the nectarine and honey. So this one can go with the English pear, blackberry and bay, and the wild bluebell. So next up is the rose and magnolia. For rose and magnolia, I would pair it with the English pear. These two, again, English pear. Yes, it's English pear, always English pear, because these two works really well together. Once a rose, once a fruit, so it creates this sweet blend. And sometimes I would wear rose and magnolia on its own without any pairing. So that's all for today. I hope you guys find this video useful, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!